It's Broadbridge Heath today for this Isthmian League South East clash. Pitch is looking pretty heavy really, but at least it's playable. They've had quite a few games called off this season already, so it's going to be a tough game, I think, physically. We've got a few players missing. Tommy Penfold's been ill all week, so he's not here. Barry Fuller's not playing either, but we have got Stanley Skipper coming into the midfield. Mike West is also not quite fit, having had a recurrence of his hamstring niggle in training. So we've got a few missing, but it's still a good, strong team today.
we were sitting there last night, and he liked laying down by the back door under the car. And all of a sudden he got up and he was like that, and his tail was up and his ears, and he's like that. Next thing he's on his back leg.
I'm fucking late!
Yeah, so he's up on his back legs and he's gone from the door out. The door's gone out and then he's shot out the back door. Jeremy was...
Coming off number 11, Stan Skipper, keeping pace by number 2, William Motor.
Lloyd, hard-won point on the road against a hard-fighting Broadbridge Heath this afternoon. What did you take away from that?
We said in there, a couple of players walked past me and said we lose that a couple of weeks ago, and they're probably right. We probably do. I felt as a side today, I'll keep saying that if we give 100%, we'll be a really difficult team to beat. I thought we was very, very much below par today in terms of our quality and the quality that we've got in our side. But what we weren't below par on was our effort and our willingness to get something out of the game, which is what we did. You know, we could have nicked it at the end, and if I'm honest, that would have been nicking it when we hit the post. I think probably a 2-2 draw is probably a fair result. But I'm delighted with the effort that we put in, the endeavour. Not so much the quality today.
Yeah, it's a very scrappy game, but this pitch we're standing on here didn't help. That was very hard work for them.
Yeah, I mean, my talk before the game was mostly about the conditions and playing the conditions. You know, it is what it is. The winter's where it is with pitches like this, and it's not the worst pitch you'll ever play on, but it's a difficult pitch to get it down and pass footballs. So it was always going to be a battle today. We were up for that battle, but I still think our quality should come through in games like that, and it didn't quite do that today. That was a disappointing thing, but by no means am I moaning. I'm delighted with the effort they put in. We haven't been beaten, and we want to go again next week with a positive attitude about that.
Yeah, and first 10 minutes was quality. Great finish from Louis Collins, wasn't it? And again, you always get it with Gary, a bit of improvisation at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I asked the boys for the game to start the game like we were in the playoff final, losing 1-0. Because that's the attitude when you come to these places. You can't give the opposition the sense that we're not up for the fight. So I wanted to start like a train, and we did. What disappointed me is we didn't go on from that. We had opportunities after that to break free in terms of good possession in forward areas, and we didn't take the responsibilities, which is what I'd call them, yourself, and we passed the ball in areas that we shouldn't, and we didn't pass the ball when we should have passed the ball. So it was just a bit of lack of quality today from players, and I'll only say that because the players have got that quality, they have got that ability.
Yeah.
I've got that belief in them. Today just wasn't a great day for the football inside, if you like.
No, the ref had a kind of a bizarre game. The local ref sort of broke the game up in parts. Couldn't quite understand what he was doing half the time.
The less I say about that, I think the better. But ultimately, the officials today, I mean, the referee said to me at half time, I got that completely wrong. And I'm like, you know, I get you got it wrong. I said, but that's the difference between winning and losing games.
What, the handball, you mean?
It's handball. He said it's hit his hand. He said, but it weren't going anywhere. I said, well, it's going in the back of the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said, so when you're saying it's not going anywhere, and then there was one where he's played an advantage. They've had a shot, they've missed their shot, and then he's brought it back and said, no, you're right, I'm not allowed to do that. I said, but you are doing that. So it's really difficult for players that then get frustrated, and then they're questioning the referee's decisions, and then they get booked, and then they're on a knife edge. So, but it's not about officials today. It's about our quality wasn't as good as it should be. Our effort and endeavour was. I'm delighted with the attitude of the players and the response we're getting from them. We're going to work really hard again this week on a bit more shape. You know, we had a few changes today, and that affected us. It affected the way we play through midfield. We wasn't as fluid as we could be, but we've got good players and we'll improve.
And it's a good week coming forward. Tuesday night, free game against Hollands and Blair. We'll see some of the fringe players, perhaps people who are not had minutes.
Yeah. We'll see some of the fringe players back and give Will Moses more minutes. I thought he was outstanding when he came on in the midfield role, and that was the difference. He stepped in, which allowed our two other midfielders to step further up the pitch, and it gave us a real lift. But it gives me a lift seeing someone like him back on the pitch for us. And I think great. I'm going to start having headaches the right way with who do I leave out, because we've got some real quality coming back, but we've got quality in the team. No one's just going to walk into the side, but you know, he's a difference. You can see that when he comes on.
He's a superb player. And then of course the big game, big community game against Eastbourne next Saturday. Looking forward to that one.
I'm looking forward to every game, but for me, every single game should be a cup final for us. And you know, whether we can get in the playoffs, whether we can't get in the playoffs, I don't care. I want to win every game we play. I want to win games in training. I want to win games everywhere, all over, everywhere we go. So it's just important we have a winning mentality and we don't look defeated, and we didn't today.
Well done, Lloyd. Point on the road. We'll take it.
Cool. Cheers, guys.